All right, so now we're going to try what I've been super excited to try. We're going to try Shiradi Champion. And the old Shiradi was really difficult to use on a Warlock. I'm hoping that this is better. And we're just taking everything. Oh, I should probably talk about what I'm thinking about here. So this is our mantle. This is 100 spell points in force and universal spell power. These are pluses to all the saves and skills. This is our epic strike. Yep, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. This is our epic strike. And this basically is a CC. We love CC, so we're going to try it. This is a built-in heal that works off of wild empathy. In this here, I can either pick for favorite enemy Fae or for a DR plus force and universal spell power, and my main hand becomes an implement. That's what I'm going to take because I'm a caster. This here, I get to pick between incorporeality or double shot. We're going to go with incorporeality just because we're a caster. We don't need double shot. This here, Shiradi, my mantle, I'm going to use light damage because my build is based around light damage. So I take that. This is double rainbow. That's pretty standard. Beguiling charm. This is a separate skill. So let's see if... Okay, and this is the old Hunt's End. Okay, and this is the thing they nerfed. Yeah, all right, so we won't use that. Okay, that's for pin, but I'm not using pin. So we want enchantment. There it is. Imbue dice we utilize as a warlock. So that gives us +3 imbue. That's great. The daze on my epic strike becomes a stun. -15 threat. That's awesome. That's good. We want this. Here's our... The cruelty of the hunt. In your mantle, 10% damage to helpless. Great. Nerve venom, that's the stun. We want that. There's our DCs. Well, we're just taking everything. This is Feywild Attunement. This gives us more dodge, point blank shot, base attack bonus equal to our character level, and then force and universal spell power. And then our epic moment, we want... So that's the ranged power one. We don't want that one. We want the regular one. Okay, and the other trees were 60 and 61 points. Shiradi is only 50 points, so it's a much cheaper tree to go into. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Okay, Fey Lights is our epic strike. There's our heal. This is our epic moment right here. This is our mantle. And this is like our random... it's like it will charm them. So we're going to try to charm. Yeah, we'll try to charm a Reaper if one pops. We'll see if it works. Okay, and that's about it. Not much. We'll see if it greatly increases our DPS. Gonna go back to the same quest. We'll do the same thing. We'll fight the Mimic again. We'll see how we do against the Slods. Oh, let me actually move my... Okay, put that there, and then we'll put this here. Okay. Alright, now my bar is full again. I finally got my new headset. I'm so happy. Hey, I love Goat. Thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right, so now we're going to try Shiradi. I've been excited to try Shiradi for a while because I used to use it before they nerfed it. But then they killed it, and now we'll see, maybe they made it viable again. Tea is good. Is it tea or is it vodka? I wonder. I'm not going to tell. We'll let that remain a mystery.
At the end of the passage ahead, you can see a fortress.
All right, here we
floating
go.
In the silvery mists of the astral plane. The Slod's defensive
Here's the epic
shield
strike.
collapses as it comes into contact with a living being.
My epic strike is supposed to do force damage. Okay, there's a proc for the mantle that just stunned, paralyzed this thing. But I'm not seeing any force damage. Oh, it's possible that this strike... Okay, it got turned into light damage. Okay, that's why I wasn't seeing force damage. Okay, so a cone of damage. They have to make a save. Daze, blind, silence. Whether you're stay good, loud, toxic, the ability changes. Okay, so my damage on this strike is light damage. But it wasn't hitting very hard, and it wasn't hitting very good. We're going to try it out, though, a lot more and see if it's just me not noticing it, or...
And one of the signal crystals by the barrier flares alight.
I have a feeling the Mimic is going to kick my ass.
With both levers pulled, the fortress's barrier collapses in upon itself.
Alright, we're going to try our epic strike on this slot up here. And so we're looking for light damage, obviously. So 1200. And it appeared to have stunned him. Yep. Okay. Blinded, silence, stun. That appears to be working. It's just the damage on the actual strike is really low compared to the other epic strikes. It's like 1500. That was 1000. That one completely missed him. So the problem with this... Oh, that actually hit him. Yeah, it appears to be like, can I hit him with the epic strike from here? No. It's like a cone in front of you. Let's try the charm on the slot. Okay, he had spell resistance, so he... I can't hit him with the epic strike. So that's something to keep in mind about Shiradi Champion. In order to use the epic strike, it's like a cone. You can see it looks like a spray when I do it. I'll go overhead so you can see it. See how it's like a cone. And it doesn't go just this distance. It won't hit this dude. Let's see how close I can get. Maybe I can hit him from here, right? Like, that's not that far. Still didn't hit him. So the hitbox of this cone is like, we have to be right next to this dude. Which that sucks, because a lot of the other epic strikes... So that just hit him for 4,500, and it did all the daze, blind, silence. That did it again. That did it again, but the damage is not very high. 1,400. So far it's the lowest that we've seen. 1,400. I mean, consider that against Fate Singer, which was procking for like 5 to 10,000 every 3 seconds, or Exalted Angel, which we could do about 5 to 10,000 every 6 seconds of light damage. All of the damage so far has been light damage.
Disrupted.
The one good thing about this epic strike is that it does a lot of effects on it, so you can daze, blind, silence any mobs that are hit by this cone. But as we just saw, the hitbox for the cone is not, you know, it's not that big a hitbox, which is really shitty compared to like Light Pillar. I think you can do from across. I think you can do that like at the range for Ray, which is really far away. So some of the epic strikes you can hit really far, and that makes them very useful, right? So the fact that this epic strike is this little cone in front of you, that kind of sucks. You know, I'll be honest, that's kind of a garbage ability. I like the effects.
The innocuous chest
Okay.
lets out an unexpected roar.
So
as
what
it
I want to do
cracks.
here is try my epic moment. And that appears to work. These mobs got damaged and charmed, or whatever the hell that was. Confused. Pretty quickly. Okay, so now let's try our epic strike on this mimic. Okay, it was immune to all the effects and it took 1,500 damage. Immune and took 1,000 damage. $1,100. Yeah, this is definitely the worst that we've seen so far. That procced 3, like that crit, so that was, well, that hit for 5. That was good. $1,100. So let's look at the mantle proc. since I'm standing here in Shiradi. See if I can proc a light. $2,200. $2,800. It doesn't appear to be proccing my mantle either. Oh, he's gonna kill me. There, I just turned him for 34 with the Epic Strike. And so this Epic Strike is up every 6 seconds. So this is very similar to the Exalted Angel Epic Strike. Like a light pillar. I actually would like this better if it were like a pillar instead of this spray. But that hit for 5,800. That was good. Another 58. Okay, that was 11. That was crap. Another 11. That was 1,000. So, I mean, it's not a high DPS. Shiradi for a spellcaster is not a high DPS tree. 3,200. Like, so far, the highest DPS I've seen was the Fate Singer. Exalted Angel was decent. This one is just terrible. Like, I mean, it might still be good for ranged, but for a spellcaster, it's 3,200. I mean, look at how many hit points he has. Like, this dude is tough. 1,500, but that was a proc on my burst, not the Epic Strike. That was 1,000. There's another. That's 1,000. Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't want to give a little bit of love back to Shiradi. It's such a cool tree. 1,200. That was 1,000. Another 1,000. Right, for such a sexy tree, it's just like 3,100. It's just garbage. Like, this Epic Strike is garbage. I mean, the hitbox sucks. The range on the box is short. And it's hard to see where the spray is going. It's hard to see. It's bad. Yeah, I agree. It is sad. I used to love being in Shiradi on my Warlock. That was 1,000. I mean, Fate Singer was just so, like, what a great tree to start with, because I couldn't believe how much damage we were doing in Fate Singer. That's insane. At least for a Fey Warlock. I don't know, maybe about like a Carcery Storm Ice Warlock or a Fiend with fire, but if you're Sonic, Fate Singer is like a really solid choice. And based on this, aside from the stun, like, and this is a boss, right? So we're not gonna ever proc the stun. We'll go in and fight more slots, because it may be a really good tree to fight a lot of trash. So if you were going into a raid and you were on trash duty, then Shiradi might be a good tree, but yeah, I know. Fate Singer was really good. I'm going to stay in Primal Avatar, though, most likely. I don't think I'm moving out of that tree because, yeah, they kind of made Carrion Swarm lame, but it's not useless. It's just not as good as it used to be now because of that stupid saving throw they added, but it's something to do. Like, it does some damage, so I'm going to try the other ones, though, the Storm and the you know, the fire one. I'll try that and see what they look like. But yeah, so what I was saying is, if you were going into a raid or if you were questing with people and you needed to be on like trash duty, I think this might be a good destiny because there's a lot of CC built into the DPS inherently. But on a boss like this dude here, he's immune. You can see he keeps flagging immune on every one of the CCs that I keep trying to hit him with. So he's not taking that much damage. We did just get a crit for 6,400, but compared to the other crits that we were getting in the other trees, this is not that much. It's like we're missing 30% of our DPS from this tree. It's just, it shouldn't be critting for 6,400. It should be critting for 10k like the other trees, you know? That was 3k, okay. But in the other one, that was a crit for 3k. In the other one, I was just doing 3k, and then it would crit for 10k. This here, you do 1,000, and then you crit for 3,100 like I just did. So all things being equal, I'm not really vibing with this. At least for a boss, this is painful. This is super painful. I mean, on the other times I fought this dude, I didn't have to like focus on my burst, but now I'm actually like, I need to do some burst so he doesn't kill me. That was 1,000. That was 3,000. Yeah, what they need to do, they need to make this into a pillar or like some type of single target. Either that or they need to give it the same hitbox as Carrion Swarm. If they gave this the same hitbox as Carrion Swarm, this would be awesome. But this hitbox just sucks. Yeah, it's painful. That was 1,000. That was 3,000. That was better. $1,100. 1,300. The other thing too that I'm noticing is crits in this tree are a lot less frequent. It looks like I finally got an alignment damage proc on my mantle burst for my burst though. That was 1,000. That was 900. God. For an epic strike, 900? Come on. It's too bad. I had high hopes for this tree. I mean, we're not done yet. We're gonna go fight a bunch of slots and see how it does against, you know, like trash mobs, but for bosses, this is like super painful. 3,200. So, but Shiradi still may be the go-to for a ranged. I just have to see. I'm not sure about which epic strike, but clearly you still want, if you're doing range damage, to be in Shiradi because there's a lot of stuff for ranged characters in here. But as for a spellcaster, I think you could skip this one. You know, I know a lot of people like it on hardcore because it has built-in CC that is independent of your like DCs.
The mimic
but
falls lifeless to the floor.
okay, so go fight some slots. The other thing to keep in mind too is like I'm already at 55% mana. Like this one so far has drained the most mana from me than any of the tests. So All right, here we're going to do our epic moment. We should no save confuse these monsters. Oh, am I ready to do it? For some reason it won't activate, so we won't worry about it. So we should be able to like CC these things just with our aura. So I blinded them. Try to charm one. Okay, he resisted. I'm probably gonna die. Okay, give me some mana. Now let's see what the epic strike does to this dude. It should blind him and trip him. Okay, that was good. Paralyzed him. Damage is not good, but the effects are good. Okay, that's not bad. Is this up yet? Yes. Mass chaos. 30 seconds, everything's confused. Why isn't that working? Oh, okay. I have to pick a target. There we go. Very underwhelming epic moment. Oh, he's actually charmed. So that worked on him. That charm worked. We're gonna try. There we go. Didn't knock anybody down. Oh no, it did not. It sort of blinded and stunned that dude. Okay, he got paralyzed. There's the epic strike. They're all blinded, well, except for one. Are they getting knocked down though? Nope, they keep saving against the knockdown. But they both got paralyzed by my aura. Proc of the double rainbow. So that's good. See what the epic strike does to these. Okay, blinded them. See if I can charm this dude. Nope. My spell pen is not super high though, so. So I do really like the built-in paralyze. So I mean that's really good. So I think situationally this tree could be useful. I can see circumstances why you'd want to use it on hardcore.
Safe place to rest and
for all that
recover.
built-in trash mob CCing. You know, because on hardcore, like, it's not like you're fighting a ton of bosses. When you do R4s, you know, the biggest thing that you need to worry about are the champs, the Reapers, right? So, I think it would be, you would bring a lot of utility to it if you were on hardcore and you were in Shiradi, because you could CC and deal with a lot of the trash. But, that being said, there are other things you could do. And there are way better epic strikes. So maybe you could go into Shiradi and just use a different epic strike. Like, we could probably use the epic strike because I have extra points. We could use the epic strike from Shadow Dancer, right? I'm only testing one tree at a time, but if I were like, oh, I'm going to live in this tree, I would probably skip Baylights altogether and just use an epic strike from a different mantle, like a different, you know what I mean, a different destiny. Any other destiny. Like, I could see using Shiradi to get double rainbow up to Nerve Venom, and then I could see using, like, Fate Singer's epic strike. That would be probably be super strong. You know, because you'd get the auto CC from your procs at double rainbow, and then you'd have every 3 seconds you'd be able to blast out. And you could also take harmonic resonance. You know, and then the other thing you could do too is Exalted Angel. You could do Light Pillar or Fire Pillar, whatever one you like. And then you could get the wings and still have your proc. So I mean, I think it works. It's just not in by itself as strong as, you know, the other ones that we saw.